What was the desperate race to the sea in WWI? Imagine two armies trying to outflank each other in a game that stretches across hundreds of miles. That's what happened during the early months of World War I. After the Germans pushed into France and were stopped at the First Battle of the Marne, both sides wanted to find a way around each other's defenses. They started moving northward through France and Belgium, trying to get behind their opponents' lines. This movement wasn't about racing to the coast, but about trying to extend their front line further north to gain an advantage. The Germans had a plan called the Schlieffen Plan, which aimed for a quick victory by sweeping through Belgium and encircling French forces. But when that plan failed to work fast enough, both sides began trying to outflank each other. The Germans moved north, and the Allies, mainly French and British troops, responded by shifting their positions as well. This back and forth led to a series of clashes in regions like Picardy, Artois, and Flanders. Neither side could break through the other's defenses, so they kept pushing further north. By November of 1914, both armies had reached the Belgian coastline. This created a continuous line of trenches stretching over to 100 miles from the North Sea all the way down to the Swiss border. Instead of fighting in open fields, soldiers dug into the ground and built trenches. This marked the start of the trench warfare that would dominate the Western Front for most of the war. The race to the sea ended when both sides established these defensive lines, which stayed mostly unchanged for years. A key event during this period was the fall of the Belgian city of Antwerp in early October 1914. Belgian forces withdrew and joined the Allied defenses, helping to complete the long front line from the Aisne River Valley to the English Channel. This desperate race was not just about territory. It was about trying to outsmart each other and gain a strategic edge. But in the end, it resulted in a long, static front that would define much of the fighting in the war. It was a frantic effort to avoid being outflanked, but it ultimately led to the trench stalemate that would last 4 years.